Welcome, Leo. Welcome to your February 2023 All Astrology Reading. And yes, my name is G. But as this year goes on, we're going to see a lot of changes. Okay, so we are keeping our seatbelts on and we are being optimistic, we are being calm. But other than that, we're just going to go ahead and look at the details of some of the changes that are going to occur in February of 2023. First thing I want to do is I want to show you your full moon, because it is a full moon in Leo. So that's important to know. When we know where the full moon is, especially if you are a Leo ascendant or a Leo rising or even a Leo sun, which would mean a Leo birthday, you're releasing and letting go of something. It's a release and a let go type of energy. That means you're having a full moon in your first house, right? Your physical body. So you're releasing something that has to do with your physical body. Now, the first house we know is the appearance of our body, right? It's how I appear. Yeah. And so that tells me, right? What do you look like? There's a lot of things when we talk about appearance, right? Hair comes to mind. Absolutely. My hairstyle, my hair color, my hair length, makeup, clothing, accessories. I think accessories is going to be a big one when it comes to Leo energy, because if we think about the way people dress, what makes people stand out other than hair and makeup? Accessories, or some might even say costumes, right? So for Leo, you might be changing the way you look, and it's going to be not necessarily taking on and adding something to what you do, but releasing something, letting it go. So there was a way you were dressing or a way you were wearing your hair, and that's going to be changing. You're going to be letting it go. So right here in this chart, we have the Leo full moon, and it's happening right there at 1640 in the sign of Leo. Yeah. 1640. We're going to throw this extra little thing away. And there it is. Yep. 1640. That's the moon. Okay. So what do you have in your chart at 1640 in Leo? It's in your first house, your physical body and your appearance, right? Leo, normally Leo energy, they have a long mane. See the symbol? There's a long mane, right? You ever see a lion? They've got that beautiful mane. It goes like that and it's all flowing. So are you releasing the long hair? I know somebody, matter of fact, just yesterday, who completely chopped off all their hair, a female. Right, big deal. Now, I will say that Leo energy is typically masculine energy, but because it's a full moon, see the moon there? The moon represents feminine energy. Interesting, right? Yeah. So it's a full moon and it's a release, it's a closure, it's a completion, it's an ending of some sort. Yeah. So what house number does this happen for you? See, like in this example chart, this is house number 7. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why it always wants to draw a darn, it fills in the holes on my stuff. And I'm like, why are you doing that? I don't want that covered up. I'm just trying to, um, okay. Yeah. Freaking Mercury. All right, we'll stick to arrows. House number 7. This would be relationships. Relationships. Okay. Now let's be clear. If you have a planet or something that matches those degrees, and we'll give an orb of 2 degrees before, 2 degrees after. So that's like 14. Well, how about this? This is really a 17-degree full moon because it's at 1640. So make it simple. We're going to say if that's at 17, right? Then we're going to say 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 degrees. If you had something at those degrees in Leo, you should expect a release, and it will probably be a little bit bigger release than other people are experiencing. And depending upon what that planet is that is at that degree will tell us more details. And if this is like a house cusp line, that will also tell us more details. So as an example in this chart, if this was the seventh house, if there was a planet, or if it was like the seventh house cusp line, relationships, significant one-on-one relationships. Does it mean you're losing somebody? It could just mean that you're releasing something. And it has to do with a cycle. It has to do with, we were partnering up for a particular thing. Now, was it a lifetime part? For some of you, it can be marriages. For some of you, it can be business partnerships, you know? And for some people, like myself, I'm thinking when we have consultations with individuals, that's seventh house energy. So anytime you partner up with somebody or sign a contract in that seventh house, whether, you know, you're exchanging funds, you're exchanging energy, like, hey, this is our deal, it's over. It doesn't have to be a bad loss. It's just, okay, we knew that we were going to have a consultation on the 18th. We had the consultation and it's done and it's over and it's beautiful, right? But it's Leo energy. So sometimes Leo can be definitely a romantic thing because it's, think of all the keywords for Leo, right? All the keywords. But in your case, it's in your first house. It's in your first house because this is typically a Leo ascendant, Leo rising video. Now, if this is for your son, right? Like it's your birthday, well, it's about how you shine and radiate, the way that you express, you uniquely express. There's something about the way you radiate that people look at you and they're like, ah, that's so and so. It's that thing you do, that thing about you that makes you just shine, right? Leo energy, yeah, can throw off a lot of light, positivity, optimism, and courage. The big C, courage. Yes, that's Leo energy. So we're going to pull you a card for that ending, okay? And for this ending for Leo energy, let's pray that the card comes through beautifully. All right, Leo energy. This has to do with your ending. What are you releasing? You're getting a beautiful card, Leo, because we've pulled a beautiful deck, okay? And they're telling me to go ahead and give you one more shuffle, one more like real shuffle. And then they're saying, yeah. Then they're saying we're going to cut the deck for you. Just cut it right in half. And they're saying, yeah, this card on top. Oh, they're saying cut it again. Okay. Tricky Wiki. Cut it again and take this one. Okay. If I can get my fingers to work properly. I haven't touched this deck in a long time. All right. We got you. Are you ready? Let's see what we got. What do you think about that? It's a Leo card, all right. It's the moon. It's a release and a let go, but it's like the moon looks like the sun. Something about your appearance, but there's assistance here. There's absolutely is some assistance. You can call that a nature nymph. You can call it a nature nymph or a fairy, but it's saying to be spontaneous. Be spontaneous, which is saying it's all about fun, Leo. It's spontaneity and fun. Get out in nature. I'm not sure how your weather is, where you're located, but this is definitely a big nature card. I also want to add here for you with this release. Let me look at something real quick. Yeah, that's the number 31. That's what I thought, but I had to double check that out. So that is a 4. And so to me, what that is saying is you're changing something, and it's something that was part of your foundation. So that's funny, right? It could be the makeup you wear or not wear. Something about the foundation is changing. So it does have something to do with possibly home and family because it's the number 4. Something about maybe looking like a mother or not looking like a mother anymore. You know, just how mothers look, right? Soccer mom type of crap or whatever. I don't know. This card, the moon is on it, and it's really an orange, beautiful orange, vibrant harvest type of moon. So they're saying that this is the right time, is what we're hearing. There's something involved here. Think about harvesting, right? When we harvest, we can't rush it. We have to wait. If we pull it, if we grow and grab those, if we start harvesting too soon, stuff is not ripe, right? It didn't have a chance to fully mature. This card with that harvest moon is saying it's time, and there's help. We've got the fairy realm stepping in, the nature nymphs, whatever feels good for you, but there's a release of some sort, and it's saying to be spontaneous. So maybe something with the structure, maybe something about you being the one in charge, you know, something here is being released, and it's a beautiful closure and ending. It's just time. All right, now you have a beginning, Leo. You've got a beginning. Let me check. Number 8. Ooh, meeting some people. Do you have Pisces energy in your 8th house? This is where your new beginning, a new moon in Pisces at 1 degrees. I'll have all the degrees and everything below, but it's a new beginning, and it's at the 1 degree is pretty important because it's a low degree, so it's really close to that 0 marker. So it could be a new beginning, connecting to dead loved ones. It could be a new beginning connecting to that ethereal realm, connecting to the esoteric, connecting to like just the ability to comprehend and then feel the understanding, right? The unity, the understanding. Think of all the Piscean words. It's saying there's a time and a place for the fantasy and the sci-fi and the stretching of the truth or the exaggerations, and that's all well and good for creating, which is what the 8th house energy is for. It is for creating. And if you're not working with materials to create something, then possibly to connect to the other side. So there's like a spiritual growth process, which is what's going to be occurring here. And this is for you, Leo. We're beginning a spiritual growth process. Not to say that you're not already, on that road or spiritually mature, but there's more. There's more gifts that are to be opened up. There are more gifts that are going to be coming through. Right? Think about some of the earlier things I spoke about at the very beginning of this, right? Think of some of those things in terms of connecting with the divine energies, with the cosmos and the Mercury energy. So it's a really interesting time when we're taking all that other stuff into context. It's like, holy crap. Like, this can be super exciting. Yeah, it can be. You just have to be willing to be open to change, right? We all do. We all got to be willing to do that. It's just what is happening. We're in the cycle. We're in the birthing process. And yes, we're still going through it, right? I know for a mom who's had a baby, who's carried a baby and then gave birth, like, hell, some of us, like, we don't want to go through that ever again. Some of us who've never done it are like, I don't want to go through that. But here we are, the country going through a birthing process, and it's not a quick 9 months. No, it's not. It is not just about the gestation period. It is not just about the actual birth. It's all of that and more. Yeah, it's all of that and more. Think about the first 2 years of that infant's life. Like, yeah. Sometimes it's very tricky. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, is this one going to make it even, right? We get scares when we have a little one at a young age. We're afraid to even put them alone in their crib, right? Yeah. So just think about that in terms of what we're going through as a country, and just know, like, this is as bizarre as it all is. This is exactly what we're supposed to be going through. It's how we're going to make changes. We have to see where shit's broken. We have to see the greater needs of the country and of the people of the country. Like, this is just what it is. So let's give you a beautiful card for this rebirth, for this new beginning. That is on the 20th of February. I don't think I said that. Again, all the degrees, all the dates are going to be below. They're telling me to just split this deck this time for you. And they're saying this time, just get that one. Okay, gotcha. Ready? So it says to trust your own understanding. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's the Pisces energy. That's Pisces understanding. Trust your own understanding. It's further explaining you're going to have a deep understanding. Your understanding, it's going to involve other lifetimes, but also the combination of those fears from other lifetimes, those hurts and those wounds. So it's just saying that for you, what you understand is going to be quite personal. Okay. And that also gives you that sometimes, sometimes there's things that we can know. And nobody gives us the rule book or the guidebook to explain to us that sometimes the things that you know, the rest of the world doesn't know. And that sometimes they aren't going to know. You could possibly live your entire lifetime with certain understandings that the world just wasn't ready for. And it is frustrating as hell. I know. It's super frustrating. And that's part of the burden that an individual carries, that their soul that you just carry with you. It's part of being able to carry knowledge from lifetime to another time. We'll put it like that, okay? So you have to have patience and be willing to surrender and know that there is a divine plan, and that, even if you're not aware of the divine plan, well, here's your message. There is a divine plan, and it's greater than me, and it's greater than you, and we need to just trust. Your new beginning, 8th house, transformation and change, healing and understanding. Below the video, I'll have all the degrees for those of you who like to pay attention to the degrees in your chart. Again, if you don't know and you want to know, just comment below.